With the dragons defeated and their treasure secured, the gang heads into the Cloud Fortress to meet the High King and Queen of the Cloud Giants to petition them for their coveted sky obsidian. Was slaying the dragons enough to earn their favor, or will our heroes inevitably shoot themselves in the foot just when things are looking up? Find out this week on Hapless Heroes.
Let's just say I have very smooth arms.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast. I'm Francesco, and tonight I'm your host and DM. I have a wonderful cast of characters around this table. I'm going to introduce them. Starting to my left, we have Mike as the Lord and Captain Kwin Southwind.
What a wonderful introduction.
James as Hoblet the Smasher.
Good evening, friendos.
Dave as Zero, Valen's Avatar of War.
In the background, you just see Zero walking back and forth across the room with a mug that says World's Best Dragon Slayer.
Tonight we are joined by a special guest. You may remember him from episode, I don't even remember the number.
Just do one of those episode
Blank.
and then
Something
just
about a cudgel.
edit it in.
Yeah.
45!
Yeah, from Something About a Cudgel.
Do a nice text-to-speech
Yeah.
insert there.
We have the
45.
wonderful and amazing Phil as Hedric the Entertainer.
And you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here?
Zach as Peridot Lincolnwoods.
Greetings.
And John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
Griffins are the best! Also, that's a good song.
Massimo, a.k.a. Morton Mac, sends his regards. He'll be back with us soon. So we have,
ASAP as possible, he told me.
yeah.
Okay.
But we have,
Another week of safety.
a convenient excuse for Morton because he is unconscious. And you guys could, kind of left him just down where the America's Mother is.
America's
That's America's mother.
As you guys are flying up to the Cloud Fortress. So if you recall, there was the fortress that the Cloud Giants had built into the mountain, and then there was the one that was built into the clouds above the mountain.
Majestic.
You're flying up to that one to meet the High King and Queen to petition them for their sky obsidian, which you need for your airship.
Straight out of Hoblet's journal. Killed 2 dragons. A lot of gold in the keep. We are now flying griffins to see the king and queen. Bingo, bango, bongo.
Was that a haiku?
No.
I don't think so, no.
Needs to
No,
be
it was
massaged a
way
It
too-
little.
also didn't rhyme, which was very disappointing.
That's close.
Keep and queen, yeah, I guess.
And we'll find out very shortly where Hedric is. Also, I want to say this is our 100th story episode of this main party. While it may not be our 100th episode, right? This is actually 127.
Which means
Something
we
like
get
that.
off track 1 out of every 5 episodes.
But it's still special, and I'm glad you can all be here for it.
The fact that these characters survived 100 episodes is insane.
All of them. Not
very
one
true.
of them has died.
It's very true. So we're going to open. You guys are on your griffins. You are flying up to the fortress. You actually land on this like external stone platform where there are a bunch of griffins nested here. There are giants flying around patrolling the skies. You even see one of them riding a cloud,
Oh, cool.
with standing on it, like a surfboard.
Like Gohan style?
Right.
Nice.
That's
Only he's a giant.
Yeah, he's a giant. He's 14 feet tall. Right, it's pretty great.
Standing on the cloud.
You guys land at this platform. There's this large stone opening. This is actually a massive fortress that's built into the clouds here. You have no idea what it's being supported on, but it stretches on, and there are people here to greet you. The Thane, Orn Bovelson, has come up with you guys as well to make the introductions as he speaks for the the royal family, and you guys land. You make your way into the castle. It is this large, great hall. As you kind of move your way through some hallways, to kind of get there towards the center of this structure. And I mean, we're talking again, furniture here is massive, similar to what you saw, down below on the surface.
Like 3 feet tall, dude.
Yeah, one of the giants in here who's just like they seem there is a bit of carousing going on. It's just I feel like these people aren't all work no play kind of folks. And one of them recognizes you from down below when you guys had that drinking contest situation, or not contest, but just there was that moment of camaraderie. He recognizes you, points at you. He's like, Hoblet, good to see you.
Oh, hello, friendo. How goes it?
Yeah, he was just more like a hello. He was saying it in passing. You didn't really have time to have a conversation.
Of course.
So you say how's it going and don't even wait to hear the response.
No. Yeah, it was for just hey, it's this guy, and then he just goes back to his conversation that he was having before. Yeah.
All the time.
I've got a question real quick. Don't the giants have some sort of magical moon shoes that they can allot to their guests so they don't have to, they can bounce here and there and onto higher ledges?
No one's asked.
He's asking.
Are you asking if there are moon shoes?
you, Zach, are asking me.
Excuse me.
You asked the Thane, yes.
Thane, Orn, Thorvidson.
You don't have to use my full name. You could just call me Thane. That's fine.
I'm an especially proper gnome. A few of us are a little bit lacking in the height department, and we were wondering, do you have any magical moon shoes or anything that those of us who are lacking in height can use to bounce from here and there and onto higher ledges? Oh, sorry, I have a little bit of a frog in my throat. I don't know why my voice changed.
Motherfucker.
Bullshit. I've heard the frog that comes out of your throat.
This is true. He responds, not really. I'm sure that our enchantresses might be able to do something, but we're just gonna. This is just for an audience. We really have to take the detour before we go to I told the king that I was going to be in the courtroom soon.
Jarrell is totally marching toward the courtroom.
I was only asking.
Well, if it's a no, it's a no.
It's not a no. We can do it if it's very that important to you.
If we're 5 feet from the entrance and the magical moon shoes are 25 feet that away,
Can we get them on the way out?
What have you? We'll get them later if we have a lot more stairs to traverse.
Oh, it is quite a journey. Yes.
All right, great.
So
let's go see the king and queen, baby.
Okay, it takes you the better part of 20 minutes to get to where they are situated.
Probably would have been quicker with moon shoes.
Magical moon shoes.
Yeah. Before you finally enter this large courtroom, there's you have the two thrones side by side on a raised platform. There's a bunch of braziers sort of lining this long carpeted path, among cobblestone floors, and there are these big pillars supporting the ceiling that's maybe 150 feet tall. There's a lot of natural light coming in through here. You have what it looks to be almost like sun. I lost the word. How am I forgetting? The skylights. Chilling, just kind of all over the place. It's kind of casting this really cool sort
some
of sunbeam.
Corpuscular rays.
Yeah, those. Just casting those.
Is that the word?
Sun,
That's the word, right?
I don't know.
It is now.
But it's just it's casting them sort of onto the pathway and onto the floors, and you see that the king is seated in his chair, in his throne, but the queen is absent.
Does she have is there a throne? We know she's absent because there's a queen throne.
There is one. Yeah,
queen
there is another throne of the exact same size, just chilling right there. That you would imagine and they're right next to each other. It's very easy to assume that yes, these would be their seats.
Fair enough.
So we walk right up to the front?
You walk and you stop about 50 feet from the platform.
All right. Right when we stop, Jarrell puts his sword and shield on clinks them into the ground and bows and like kneels and puts his head down in front of the giant.
Yes.
It
What?
says-
What? Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sure. He'll just yell, "Honored king of the giants, we have been tasked with your Thane on to kill 2 dragons. We did so easily. We were..."
He puts his finger up for a second because what I was going to continue describing was that you see the king is seated here, and now next to the empty throne, there's someone performing a little jig for him, and he's enthralled with the performance. Like he's kind of sitting slack on his chair a little bit, like turned sideways, and listening to someone, performing.
How good of a performance is this?
Well, you're about to find out.
What you see is a human, male, darker hair, a little bit longer than the last time you saw him, but still very prominent mustache. His garb is a little bit finer. It is a mix of like light purples and blues mainly, but at this point, this would be like more of his royal kind of ceremonial stuff to wear, not like armor. So
Appropriate clothes.
appropriate, exactly. A costume, if you will.
Yeah.
The thing
Dresses
that Mort
appropriately in public?
never has on appropriate clothes.
Yeah. If he dresses appropriately in public, don't want him.
Right? He's got like
So
This
he's
is not your kind of gang.
mainly dancing. He's got more of that slide step, kind of like a moonwalk, but in circles with the slack knees. He can bounce right back up, no problem. So not quite a pop and lock, but he's got the wiggles down and just moving very fluidly. And
Some crush groove kind of moves.
Yeah.
so as he's slightly turning around, he starts humming to himself, and he has some lyrics that just start inspiring him. And you see him kind of get into a trance with his dance moves, and you hear him. Bum, 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 bum. Quest of ours is a curious thing. We keep on striving no matter what it brings. Stick together when times are hard. Need inspiration. That's a power of bards. Bum, bum, bum. Don't need money. Don't need fame. Don't need 100 titles added to my name. If I'm honest and willing and the singing is fine, you might just save your life. That's the power of bards. Bum, bum, bum.
Yes.
Bum, 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 bum. And then he just freezes, arms crossed, B-boy stance right in front of the cat.
Wow.
Kwin does nothing.
I have handed you. I have handed you an inspiration token, as you can see, Hedric. So
Oh, yes.
you may
Ken-
cash that.
Ooh, I'm gonna save that.
Oh,
Yeah.
That performance was so hot, someone called the police.
oh, that's interesting.
The fire department's on their way.
I like. Yeah, that's one of the few times I'll actually keep a siren in because, it's Phil. That was beautiful.
That was fucking epic and
Hedric,
amazing.
welcome back.
Thank you.
That needs to go on
Thank
Reddit.
you.
That was beautiful. If you wrote that too, that was amazing.
Wait, was that a parody of something?
Well, it was
Yes.
the power of love by Huey Lewis.
Huey
Right.
Lewis in the news.
Oh, okay. I'm not very familiar with the news
And
or
guys-
Huey Lewis.
Right, and what do you think about Huey Lewis in the news? They're
Yeah,
pretty,
it's pretty
they're,
good,
they're
pretty
pretty fun,
good,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Hoblet is in awe. Hoblet is in awe of his former comrade.
So obviously you clap.
Now the last time
Oh,
you guys, right? And now the last time you guys saw Hedric, he was. You thought he was going
Pretty low.
to be dead, yeah.
It's pretty low.
Yeah, we just kind of left him.
You left him
Yeah, we
in a crypt. I mean, he was dying.
so slightly left
Right.
him for dead.
He had.
Yeah, but
mhm.
And then he wasn't there when we got back, so we
Right.
just kind of assumed. And
He came down with some plot life drain situations, and it was not a fun situation.
That's a totally different song.
Yeah, you were Netflixing and chilling anyways, so it's fine.
So as Hoblet's clapping.
Oh, Jarrell's also clapping.
Everyone else is clapping.
No,
Right.
okay. Can I
Everyone-
speak?
yeah.
Okay, cool. So as Hoblet's clapping,
Uh huh.
Kwin just like knocks his hands down
Like you're trying to like put let's say,
You stop that. You stop that now.
Don't encourage him.
And he just like leans over and he goes, "I've seen better at amateur hour
Whoa.
karaoke."
And Hedric, although he's, fixed gaze very much in the performance, hears the clapping. And that's the only clapping occurring, I'm assuming, because it's just the king. It's just for the king.
Yeah.
He only claps for the very best. So.
And the king will stand up when he hears Kwin mumble this. And he says, "How dare you insult this honored guest
And
of our very court? You see, he is a mortal among giants, and we bring him here to entertain us, to inspire us with his cautionary tales of battle and valor."
Hoblet is going to noticeably elbow Kwin, who is close enough to be swatting his claps. I'm going to elbow him back.
Good start, Kwin.
And then you see Hedric now, obviously you guys have the attention of the room, so I'm looking at you, recognizing my old friends, and his eyes are welling up. Imagine a teenage girl singing the Beatles when they started their American tour. That's what is going on. And I'm trying to restrain myself from breaking composure and just running up to you guys.
Have you peed your pants? You've peed your pants then?
You can see I'm clenching. It's visible clenching, but
He's clearly a fan of mine.
There it is.
I see.
Would it be...
Man, don't meet your heroes.
Would it be viewed as hostile for us to advance on Hedric? I know we're back. Jarrell was at a knee.
Like a
Now this
you
dance has
survived
happened.
kind of thing.
Right. But like, yes,
If you were a
Hoblet
fucking
fought
like,
with him, right? So, but I don't want to provoke anything. So
if you're a
I'm-
creeper about it,
yeah.
and you just like advance like dead-eyed
Hoblet.
staring
Yeah,
at
listen,
him and just like
arms
march towards
wide.
him.
I ask because I'm Hoblet.
Well, just say something
yeah.
while you're advancing.
The
Who knows
Thane
what's going to come out of his mouth?
The
I haven't even thought of
Thane
it yet.
puts his arm out to signal, like
Stay where we are.
just to kind of
Okay.
quiet the
Okay.
reunion for a moment.
Because I do not want to pull a Kwin who pulled the Hoblet. And
Wait, what was
Yikes.
this?
I mean,
said I
listen,
don't
you're
want to pull
saying
a
it.
Kwin who pulled the
I didn't say
Hoblet
nothing.
and
Yeah,
did
when
something
when was
inappropriate.
that?
Moments
Like
ago.
2 seconds ago.
Oh,
Right.
There's one
Right.
thing you have to know about Quin's ego.
Oh,
The
yeah.
minute it's
we
challenged,
all know.
he
We
turns
we're
into
all
Hoblet.
aware.
yeah. To be fair to
That's
Quinn,
why we get along so well.
That's why I miss
you
you
wouldn't
when you're
like him
gone.
when he's jealous.
That's why.
to be fair
Yes.
to Quinn, Hedric's song did seem like a direct personal attack. So
Wait, like the power of bards? Fuck that shit. I can fight shit.
Battle of the Bards.
I've never.
We have a name for the episode. Thank you.
Right on.
So, I'm going to write that down.
Should we be writing this down?
I mean, I don't want to battle you, but
I
we've
wasn't
never met
taking notes.
before.
I don't know.
I have no idea who the fuck you are.
Yeah, yeah.
But the Thane,
I don't know that they know you
We-
either. So
I don't recognize him
Right.
other than his clothing is more of my liking, more of my
Yeah.
styling.
Oh, you were filling for Kwin.
And Zach.
And-
Zach
yeah.
was gone too.
You never met Hedric either.
oh,
But he did get to ride the
shoot.
fart rocket.
Well, Zero's got the upgrade, and so like that's the first thing you notice.
Yeah,
is
you
this
haven't seen
big
these guys
privilege
in
now.
a minute.
Yep.
So there's definitely going to needs to be some time for some catching up and some chatting and some
Hand
some
jibs will be
discussing.
given.
But only
Thanks.
3 of us recognize.
And some questioning.
But before that happens, the Thane will speak up for you guys. And he says,
Cool.
Your Majesty, these people,
Thank you for being charitable.
he's
To which Hoblet immediately smiles and takes as a compliment.
Well, yeah. You can see that he was searching for like the right word to use because you're just an amalgamation of things. You know what I mean? Like of just so many different kinds of people. That people was the most specific term he could use.
said something more complimentary than reprobate. I think we're good.
Right. It's like one of the top 5 nicest things anyone's ever said about me.
He says they have slain the white dragon that has been feeding on our griffins, and they have come to petition the court to make an agreement, a trade, or a proposal I can vouch for them, but be warned, they're a bit eccentric. And the king just kind of like scoffs, and he's like, let's hear your proposal, dragon killers.
Oh God.
We simply request a small portion of your sky obsidian.
Oh, a small portion. And what is a small portion?
Jarl turns his head to 0.
0 would be able to tell him.
Yeah,
the
you give him
proportion.
you give him the exact metrics or whatever, and he
Let's say,
says,
yeah, the size of a watermelon.
Make up a unit.
Yeah.
Is that
One
actually a small
watermelon.
portion?
It's a gill.
and are you going to pay our miners to harvest this for you, or do you plan to go in and take it for yourselves?
We killed 2 dragons. Can I roll persuasion on that?
Yes, you can.
Because he just told him about 1 dragon. We
Uh-huh.
killed 2 dragons.
Yeah, that's a service.
Just an 11.
And you have remember you brought all that.
Oh yeah, we have proof of it.
You also brought a bunch of their treasure and stuff. Like
Mhm.
no one has mentioned that except for you to the Thane.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So just reminding you of that detail as well.
Oh,
What was the persuasion?
can I actually use my inspiration here?
Yes, I forgot. You have adult onset inspiration for telling the truth.
That reminded me. I always forget to use it too. Ooh, much better. 23.
23.
22.
That is a lot better.
Then 11, yeah.
Yeah.
Double.
Yes.
Double.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
The king actually, you see him kind of like slap his knee almost. He's like, 2 dragons, look at you. You're so tiny.
It was incredible. You should have been there.
Oh, it must have been a righteous battle.
It was.
The DM must have forgot that they had legendary resistance.
I think he did. It was pretty easy for 2 dragons.
Sorry, I'm gonna repair the 4th wall now. Apologies. Just gonna put the brick. That's the last brick.
Patch that up.
Okay.
Get that Dutch boy, put his finger in the 4th dike.
What?
You can't just
Wait a
say
minute.
that.
The Dutch boy.
Because the first 3 were already
Yeah.
helping each other.
Don't
out.
you
Yeah,
do
we
it.
know.
Just because the president
Don't
says
do
it's
it.
okay.
There's a leak in the
doesn't
4th
mean it's
dike. The
okay.
Dutch boy put his finger in it.
When
I don't know.
When
I
you're
get this
famous,
reaction every time I talk about the Dutch boy putting his finger in the dike. I don't understand.
When you're famous, they pretty much
Because
do
sometimes-
whatever you want.
I'm more curious about the Dutch boy.
Listen, sometimes words change.
What do you have against the Dutch?
I don't.
Listen, they've done some questionable things.
Almost got him with that.
There's 2 things I hate, and it's people who are intolerant of other cultures
And who fart under
and
blankets.
the Dutch.
Damn, you guys are harsh. Sorry, Dutch listeners. I think you're great.
Our three Dutch listeners either just were like, "Oh my god,
Greetings
they just
from
talked about
Deutschland."
Deutsch." No, that's
Just hoping one of the 3 Dutch listeners recognize that I stole blatantly from Austin Powers.
Yeah,
Do we actually have Dutch listeners?
I think so. Yeah,
Yay!
we have some folks out there.
Howdy.
Dutch people.
As they say in southern Holland,
right.
howdy, y'all.
Oh, do they? Today I learned.
So, the king will continue though, and he says, "Well, I heard that there must have been spoils. You must have found riches beyond your dreams."
There was a good amount. we brought some of it back. There's some left back there.
You brought it back for us?
We assumed it was yours.
And where is it? And just that moment, the thing kind of snaps his fingers, and some people come in carrying a bunch of the treasure that you guys found.
Will this pay for said obsidian?
It was all of their lost equipment, and I think there was a portion of gold there as well.
Yeah. This is just the you're giving me that look. It's just the boxes we brought back with the griffins.
You just told them there's a whole bunch left back at the thing.
We were going to give him the art
He did mention that, yes.
twice.
He looks at what's there, and he says, "I admire your bravery, your courage, and your tenacity."
Gerald nods.
And honesty.
I mean, that better fucking count for something.
And honesty.
To a fault.
And honesty.
So annoying. The
Yes.
rest of your party seriously has their heads down, shaking their heads,
You're letting the rich guy talk about money with people who have,
Right.
He says, yes, on the condition that, should the impending apocalypse come to our door, I hope we can count on you to lend us your aid.
Yeah, maybe you can tell the truth at it.
Everyone's so selfish. So, Gerald is going to ask, oh, of course, we would never want this beautiful fortress to fall to the undead. Do you intend to aid us? We could use your help in the upcoming battle.
I mean, you've you've proven a lot of yourself to him in his eyes, and you're kind of you're really just driving this home. He says, we will talk to each other. Yes, I will be happy to assist should the realm, the entirety of our realms be at stake.
Jarrell's going to look back to Kwin, smile, and say, I made peace with the cloud giants. He's going to turn back and
Provided you stand with us, should the folks down below not agree with your decision.
Do you mean they would reject your aid? I find that highly unlikely. You're a mighty warrior.
I remember our history.
Yes, we all do. Because Jarrell rolled a history check.
Right. There many hundreds of years ago, there was
Eons.
thousands of years ago, there were wars between the giants and humanity below or whatever, and they just kind of separated, right? And have been living sort of in this sort of peace, but it's just because neither one side really does a lot to interfere with the other. They moved into the clouds. Okay, cool. They live in the clouds now. No one else lives up here. Yeah. But Jarrell just made peace with the cloud giants. At least only, but if you stand with them, if you stand up for them. So if you wrong them,
Jarrell likes them a lot so
Yeah,
far.
they
Let
won't
them
help
ride griffins.
yeah.
Sweet.
Zero will nod towards Jarrell.
And they seem to not be happy with the undead as is.
Yeah.
Win-win.
Hedric's going to pipe up. He's going to try to get the king's attention. Great king, these are actually friends of mine. It's been so long since I've seen them. I would very much like to spend some time with them if it's all right with you.
He you see him kind of put his hand over his heart, because he knows that if he says goodbye to you, he's saying goodbye to one of his favorite entertainers.
Yes, they once left me alone in the dark in a chamber with barely enough strength to stay alive. I'm so happy to see them again.
But is there a but in there? I feel like there was just room to but you.
It seems like Hedric gets off on that kind of thing. That was all pro column material.
Right.
Great king, if it weren't for them, I would never have found you and your kind, and had the great pleasure of serving you the majority of the whole time it's been since I've last seen them.
And he's going to actually look at you, and he's going to say, but what about your family? And just then, a giantess and a child that is the same height as Hedric walk out. Are you leaving, Daddy?
How old does this child look? Is this a 6 foot tall toddler or
it's
6 foot tall 10-year-old?
It's a toddler.
It's got bluish skin. What is my lady?
It's sort of like a pale blue. Yeah.
Okay. Is she my wife?
Well,
Is she?
Gray area.
There's a lot of snoo that's happened.
It's only been a year.
Gray area.
Spongy and bruised.
So,
Oh.
is my
Snoo.
child boy or girl? Let's flip a coin.
Let's flip a coin.
Dragon is girl.
Sure.
Of course it is.
It's a boy.
It's
And-
a boy.
Hey!
And
Mazel tov.
it's not actually, you're not actually the father.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, then you're out. Then we're out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are.
I did roll a die for that.
You did.
But there's some history here. You've been, you've been taking care of this.
She refers to you as daddy, so.
They both do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what the phrase is?
We're just taking shots tonight.
Once you go gray, you can't stay away.
Oh. I never went.
Wow, I can't even.
Wait, is Hedric gray?
No.
No, the lady is. So you know,
Yeah, like
for the
halfway
most
in
part,
between.
I've just stuck around.
Does she need some lotion?
A little bit.
It's the Giants.
You got some?
Giants.
Are you offering?
That's right.
We just never knew about his coloration until he came out as gray.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's just say I have very smooth arms.
Oh.
Why? I just got that. God damn it.
I want to move past this now.
I'm not sure I get that.
I have open.
What was it?
Well,
Starfishing? Was that?
We'll explain it later.
Okay.
We'll
She's
explain
a
it later.
giant, and his weenus might not be big enough to.
He'll explain it
I
now.
thought there was something deeper than that. That part I got.
Well, never mind.
Yeah.
So, my child and large woman. So glad to see you.
Is that your pet name? Oh, my large
Honestly,
woman.
I have no idea what a giant name even sounds like other than Orn, you know? So,
This is
Orna.
Colostomy.
Ygritte.
I like Ygritte way better than Colostomy.
That's her middle
As
name.
one does.
This is Ygritte,
Okay.
and Bjorn is the boy. Bjorn. Yeah.
When was Bjorn born?
It's Bjorn born.
Bjorn born.
Yeah. When was
Bjorn-
Bjorn born?
When was Bjorn born?
Bjorn
In
was
the morn?
born in the morn
A forlorn morn.
3 years ago.
I just finished a fine performance for the king. These are my friends. These are the heroes of the kingdom of Vesh.
The ones who left you in a cave.
Well, they just killed 2 dragons for our fair king.
But they left you in a cave.
It was a bit of an accident.
I told you the story. I might only have given you only one viewpoint of the story. So
We walked away for 5
just
minutes.
let that be.
Do you trust them?
Of course. Why else would they be here?
Because you trust us? I don't understand.
I trusted that I would see you again, even though I've never met you, young gnome.
Yes.
What is your name?
My name is Peridot Lincoln Woods, and you are? I'm not sure if I caught your name yet.
Oh, my name is Hedric. Hedric the Entertainer.
Well,
Hedric
you
Collinsworth for the
certainly
long version.
live up to your name.
Certainly is a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is mutual.
And you, the master over on that end. I don't believe we've met before either.
Oh, you've definitely heard of me.
And you are.
Southwind? Lord Captain Kwin Southwind?
Is that a nautical name?
You're a bard?
Why, yes, I am.
You don't know of my father?
History check. Let's do it.
All right, sure. No.
Inspiration on that? No.
Hey,
I say play it out.
Four.
he can make his.
All
He's an
right.
adult and can make his own decisions.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways, aren't you?
Yes.
Now, does it count? Is it like chess? If I put my fingers on it and then put it back, that you can't do that.
You can keep it. It's fine.
So I don't know. I'm sorry. Who is your father?
And what did he do?
He was the great Southwind, the captain.
Never named him.
He sounds like you.
I don't think you named him.
Was his name Colostomy? I
He
think
never
his
had a
name was
name.
Colostomy.
It was old Daddy. What's his face?
Yes, it was.
The great captain of the sea.
Captain Southwind.
Who could ever forget any of his names? He was so famous.
Zero leans over towards Howlet. I'm beginning to think he doesn't know.
I've never heard him say one thing his father's done.
Was he lied to?
Perhaps maybe he was adopted. I don't know.
While they're having this conversation on the side, Jarrell's going to stand up and say, "It is really good to see you again, Nick."
Jarrell.
That was for you, buddy.
No, I'm sorry, Master Southwind. I've never heard of your father.
Ooh, master, I like that.
I don't spend too much time on the sea. When I do, I usually stay underneath.
Quinn, either your dad thinks it's going to be a running joke or like you got to tell a story about the man because it's hilarious.
I like it as a running joke, personally.
Does he actually know his dad?
I think he was adopted.
Oh shit.
This is
Shall remain a mystery.
okay.
I think it should.
Or maybe it's a gigantic persuasion roll for 127 episodes.
You don't know anything. I don't know anything.
I'm making this all up as I go.
The continued adventures of Kwin Abagnale Jr.
The worst part is that Kwin heard.
That was good. That was funny. I'm sorry. Okay.
The worst part is that Kwin heard Master Lord Captain Quinn Southwind.
I didn't get through it all. I didn't bother.
I know
with
you didn't do
rest
the
of
whole
it.
thing, but
we
he
will.
heard it already is the problem.
I'm going to say now, guys, real quick, just to kind of yada some of the minutia. The Cloud Giants are going to arrange for the Sky Obsidian to be flown down and delivered down to where the project is.
Okay, cool.
You guys, just to catch you up on what's left, still need an air elemental
Jarrell totally wants to ride the Griffins again.
because the clip,
Possible.
which has been oddly silent, in the last few hours.
It didn't
Talking about
interrupt.
Clippy?
Yeah.
Paradil's soulmate?
Obliterated the last air elemental you came across. So
It sure did.
Let's do it.
we were addressing your family at some point, and then they just disappeared. So
Well, I thought I was gonna make introductions at least, and my 6 foot not son could come over and meet Hoblet.
yeah. And okay, I like that. And the kid just comes over and pats you on the head.
Hello there, little fella. How are ya?
He's 3 foot taller than you.
Looking directly at him.
Exactly.
I like little guy. And he just keeps patting him on the head.
Hey,
Strong grip on that one.
Be nice. They are friends. They are not toys.
And he just kind of see him get a little sad because he was about to pick up Hoblet.
You have plenty of toys I've already bought you. Don't cry.
And whatever, I'll just give you that. Yeah. All right, make your real persuasion on the kid.
I mean, I'll strength check this little bastard.
Animal handling?
Would you please not fight the toddler?
I'm just kidding.
He'd probably
animal
lose.
handling. You know what? From having a toddler, animal handling is probably more accurate.
I'm saying.
Oh, I'll back him up 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some parents at this table.
Right? Like a raccoon that walks on 2 legs. Gets into everything. And just wants to eat all the time.
95% animal handling, 5% arcana.
That's also true.
Sometimes it's just fucking magic.
Yeah, you need to know dinosaur names. Does that fall into Arcana? No, that's history, I guess.
That's history.
Yeah.
Actually, you probably run the gamut of skills if you think about it. I mean, you think about acrobatics.
Sleight of hand.
Constitution.
Like the Halloween candy tax.
Oh,
Like stealing
yeah, that too.
candy.
Anyways,
It's really easy to steal candy from a baby. I do it regularly. It's really easy.
And so rewarding.
Oh, God, yeah.
Free candy.
She'll wise
that
up
you
at
probably
some
bought
point.
anyway.
I was gonna say.
I got years. Before that happens.
Yeah.
And I got another one coming, so I got a whole other set. It's about to hit the reset button on that shit.
Yay.
So that being said, you guys spent some time playing with the child now, and Hedric goes off to have a difficult conversation with his lover, ? And eventually comes back. She
Large lady.
does not look like she's crying. She looks understanding, and she holds on to her son, and they start waving at him. And they're saying, and she just looks at you, she's like, "Bring him back safe."
Of course.
Not foreboding at all.
Persuasion.
Is the king still in the room?
Yes.
All right. So I will bow to the king.
Oh, he immediately grabs you and just hugs you.
Okay. So I just
You got that kind of relationship.
I pat the back of his leg.
Yeah.
You know.
He knows what you mean.
And he has all but enveloped me with one of his hands. you
Yeah.
know, so.
Yeah, it's an awkward hug, but I mean,
from
like,
the outside looking in, it's a weird hug.
I mean, you've gotten used to it. You know what I mean? Like this is like you've figured out how to show affection here.
Sure.
But yeah, so now you're off with the heroes.
So with like tears like welling up in his eyes, I'm just so happy to see you guys. You gotta get me out of here. That giant woman found me, and I haven't been able to get away the entire time. She's insatiable.
Zero leans in, maybe just a little bit too close. Like pats his chest. We got you, fam.
Hamlet, you were
Yes, he
worried about
uses
the
fan.
child thinking you were a toy. Sheesh.
The places I've been.
you don't want to know what I've seen.
And that book by Dr. Seuss takes on whole new meanings.
You don't want to see the gray area I've been privy to.
Whole is a double
one big
entendre.
gray area. Pick that up. however you
Okay.
want.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I knew tonight was going to go places. Oh, I knew
Apparently it went to Fran almost throwing up in his mouth.
This is the episode where Fran dry heaves.
The first time.
Take a note, Thessie.
Oh, shit. I have to keep all of this now. Yeah, you guys are motherfuckers.
I feel like this.
Dave, punish them when I just not, when it comes back to you.
I like when Fran fucks up and will make it too funny to cut.
It's true. I mean, I'm okay with it. Like, I still feel pretty confident about myself,
Me too, Fran.
I'm willing to own those things.
Yeah.
Like dry heaving.
Yeah.
Even though it was more like I just choked up in my words.
Not to the listener.
Yeah, but our story was better.
We're painting a different picture now, Fran.
Yeah, I know.
Perspective.
This part's getting edited out.
We got to give him something for the editing room floor.
Yikes, there's so much. I'm just kidding. So we're going to go ahead and move things along now.
Yeah. Did we take a short rest or a long rest or?
We didn't take any rest.
You have
yet.
not taken any rest.
We should take a long rest.
Let's take a long rest.
Yeah, I think this is where we adjourn for the evening.
Yeah,
perhaps.
I'll say that you guys are able to just negotiate a place that you're like, actually, you know what? Before we leave, like, we're pretty fucking tired. Would you mind if we just took a nap?
Some of us have some.
And by
health to
by
deal
nap, I
with,
mean, like,
yeah.
would you mind if we just slept until the morning? Because that'd be dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I've got to go back
The
to
Yes.
my wife.
I was about to
we didn't leave.
I was,
yet.
I was about to interject.
Actually,
The entertainer needs to stay with us for the evening.
I forgot. Sorry.
Isn't that great?
I mean, if he needs to escape, we could probably escape faster rather than slower. But
And then find somewhere to sleep on the surface?
If you guys are looking for someplace to crash, I mean, I could find something suitable. It might not be comfortable, but I've gotten my way around here a little bit. I think I could find us a spot.
How could it not be comfortable? Like the entire place is made of clouds.
No. He's saying we leave because he wants to get the out of Dodge.
We're getting out of cloud dodge.
Get out of Cloud Dodge. So do we follow him and leave, or do we force him to stay one more night?
Jarrell really wants to ride the Griffins again, and also look for air elemental. So
Kwin is really excited about sleeping on a cloud.
we just set up camp in the clouds.
You can't just set up camp in a
Why
cloud.
not, Fran?
They
have
built a castle
fortress
in the fucking clouds.
I can't just go sleep off in a little patch of cloud.
It's like an actual, like you either sleep in the fortress or you're just outside. in the wind and
There's
the
no
elements.
like.
Falling.
Disappointing.
There's like rooms. It's built out of stone. Like this place has been literally built into the
I was
cloud.
referring if you guys wanted to stay, that I might be able to find a place in the fortress
Yeah.
that you could stay.
We
I could remain undetected.
on the
Yeah, I'm all
mountain
about
level one.
letting Hedric stay by me anyway.
Sure.
I need a guy's night in.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I don't need the bed in the room. You can have that. I'll just stand in the
Hedric,
corner.
I need you to just make me a straight D20 roll. Don't even worry what it's for.
Yeah, that never happens. Don't even worry what it's for.
11.
Okay. Thanks. So, yeah, you guys find... He's managed to find you some suitable, like, digs. Sort of like, this place is pretty massive, like I was explaining, so, like, it's not hard to find, like, an unoccupied room. They don't get a lot of visitors these days, so there's guest rooms that have been just sort of collecting dust. There was a time, maybe, where there were more people, like, staying around here, you don't know. But, yeah, you have no trouble finding somewhere to sleep. A bed could fit a couple of you comfortably.
Nice.
And you
And a couple of sky ladies.
take a long rest.
Is Hoblet starfishing again?
No. After seeing the look on Hedric's face, I'm not finna get stuck with the sky lady for 2 years and a baby.
They're twice as tall as him. They're four times.
I'd probably come up to the kneecaps. I don't even want to know what she tried.
To be fair, it's been what, maybe a few months since then, tops?
Since when?
Since we left him north of the wall.
I think it's been almost a year.
Wow, really?
I mean, we've been on some adventures.
So
It's definitely been at least 3 months.
It's been
4
several
months.
months at the very minimum.
Because we had a
Yeah.
lot of long travels.
Yeah.
But we went from that pretty much straight down to Tarantus for that whole thing.
That took a month.
Tarantus itself only took 3 days.
Time,
Yeah,
continuity,
we ignored travel time a lot.
Yeah.
you know.
It was a year.
All right. See you.
Deal with it.
before we're done, could we do a montage?
That's
where I'm
actually
catching up.
what I was going to do. So,
I got
yes, this is a
something
long
for
rest
my
montage.
for my return back to the group. I got
Okay.
something. So, if you would like, we're
Oh,
all
yeah, we'll all shut the fuck up.
sitting on the bed,
Uh-huh.
and I guess I hop down to the floor, say, "Oh, it's just been so good catching up with you guys. It's amazing all the things you've accomplished. It's inspiring me. It's making me want to sing."
Do you need a beat?
Well, this is like a jazzy, loungy kind of. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh my God, this guy. I love you.
Left within a darkened chamber, weakened by a wife. I fell into a quiet slumber, then awoke resolved to fight. Well, I don't know what it is about this faithful crew, but since day one I felt I'd become a hapless hero too. So Hedric's back, yes. Left behind, but that's okay, 'cause I'm back. I live to fight another day. The reasons of my absences need never be explained. The question you should ask yourself: are you not entertained? Points at Kwin. I'm back. Yes. Left behind, but hey, that's fine. I'm back. I'll bust some heads, then bust a rhyme. I'll play my best. I'm back. Starts air guitaring, dancing around, jump kick off the wall, footloose style. Slides on his knees, strums the final air chord. Yeah.
You just nat 20 to performance check in real life.
Yeah, there was just one other verse. It's
Oh shit!
He prepares more for his musical numbers than I do to DM.
It's been 7 months. When I played Hedric the first time, I had about 3 hours notice to play the highest character I've never played before. You know, it was just totally unexpected. So
Nailed.
dove in.
Can I just tell you when if or when Massimo ever listens to this episode, he's gonna be so fucking pissed that he wasn't here. 'Cause he's always the one that starts singing, and he missed the one episode where singing was actually part of the episode.
Well, I guess we're going to have a reprisal at some point, aren't we?
I figured if I rolled a 1 on a performance check, it would be a flashback to the last episode where I was about to sing, and Mort just cut me right off after all right, that's enough. All right. And then I would just immediately choke my performance.
That's true. That's true. That was actually pretty brilliant, too. That was. So now, guys, this is what you were being denied before. Wow, Phil.
Quinn leans into Haba and just, guy likes the spotlight.
So he's I wipe my brow and I'll slide up to Quinn and be like, so, what kind of bard are you?
A storyteller.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, we're going to have so much fun together. And then he puts his arm around Quinn.
Who just kind of like slinks him off. like there's something like slimy on him.
You're not friends like that yet.
He's not much of a touchy-feely guy.
Cool. It's cool. You guys want some mead?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you said mead, right?
Me.
Finest mead in the tower.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say no.
There's actually some in the room.
Of course.
So I busted out. And I'm trying to find suitable receptacles.
Oh, this is going to be a good long rest for you guys.
Yeah.
Is there a jacuzzi?
Fuck it.
Giant jacuzzi?
Yeah.
It's like a pool.
Jacuzzi.
Why not? Let's put another one in here. You guys had a jacuzzi party before. Why not have another jacuzzi party now?
Episode
before?
100 jacuzzi parties.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Wait a minute.
Hey, look at that.
Was I
In the
Was that when that was with
Yeah, that was right
Yeah.
before
and then it was in the
the
hotel.
episode 100.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like Hoblet
Right.
is standing on the top step of the jacuzzi to get
Jacuzzi.
adequately covered.
Yeah.
Like if I went all the way in, I would be underwater.
You'd be
Like you're up to your
so
shoulders
I'm on the
first
top
step.
step. just
Especially
standing
if you
there.
have the magical jets on, because then it's just like you're just lost down there.
we couldn't get you out if we tried.
I mean, a dwarf can hold his breath for what, like.
But at the
8,
same
10
time, like you
minutes,
kind of want to turn the jets on because then you're just kind of you can just see everything.
You can just see everybody cranking off in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Nobody
Brown
wants to see
floating
that.
off of Hoblet.
Wait, well, who else is doing that? Are you doing that? Like, why would you do that?
You're cranking off in the hot tub?
Hands above the water line. Hands above the water line.
Hedric's trying to get Jarrell smashed. Just trying to pour the mead, keep really refilling his glass and everything.
Do you accept or do you cut him off at some point?
Jarrell notices him doing it, but he's just taking like little sips and making him refill it.
Oh,
He
you were
notices
noticing
it.
like
Oh, so
he's sipping and pouring for you, and
So
then
you,
he's
so
just
what you're saying is
going
that you're
tit for
not
tat with
counting.
him.
Give me a classic Jarrell perception. I'll do it over your sleight of hand that you keep filling
Oh, I
up
like
my-
this. I
Oh,
like
okay.
this. I'll take it.
No, 11.
10.
So you are successfully able to continue to
Fill the
fill
glass.
his drink.
Jarrell
Without him noticing.
Being Jarrell.
Well, and I'm listening to everybody's stories. You guys have much more to tell than I do.
Yeah,
but
Jarrell?
I am going to. I want to.
It sounds like honestly, we don't want to hear your story.
Yeah, I don't have much to say.
Had a
But
horrifying
I want
couple
to
of
like
months.
press the digitize, man. I want to. What do I have here? I know I've got something that I can.
I mean, prestidigitation could
here.
do so many things.
Well, what I wanted to do is put a temporary tattoo on the small of Jarrell's back that says
A minor
Hedric
illusion
is
would do
here.
that.
Yeah, minor illusion. That's what I want to do. So it's just a little prank. It's not going to stay long, but it says Hedric was here and an arrow pointing down on the small of your
And
back.
is this how is was spelled?
I was with an A. It's actually like calligraphy style, like Hedric, very fine, ornate.
Does Jarrell know this happened?
So here's what I'm going to have you do, Jarrell.
Is it more like Hedric hath been here?
Perfect. Oh, that's perfect.
That's
So,
better.
Jarrell, first give me a Constitution saving throw.
5.
Oh yeah, you're getting
You're
you're,
drunk.
fucked up. So I'm going to say that.
Jarrell
Hold
keeps
on.
thinking is it half a cup, and then it's a full cup. He's like, I'm drinking way slower than Hoblet.
Now I need you to make me an intelligence
not
check.
a fair comparison.
Drunk Terrell sounds like he's from
You need
like
to recalibrate your
Queens.
scale.
Now make me an intelligence check at disadvantage.
12.
Okay, you do not notice a temporary tattoo. What's your spell save DC?
15.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have beat it the other way.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's okay. We're just having a bunch of fun. I think these guys are getting a chuckle out of it. I think we're all just.
Well, I just figured he wanted to know if he sees it. I figured that was a good way. How drunk are you? All right, you have disadvantage on intelligence checks.
Oh, and Hedric's not slowing down either. Like he's
Yeah, we're hamming.
knocking him back.
We're hamming hard.
So what you're saying is that this is less of a long rest and more of a
Binge drinking,
binge
man.
drinking.
Well, see,
We
I
could
think-
call it a forced long rest.
Yeah, with the mead, you're not going to get too far with that stuff before
You're passed
it starts
out?
to take its hold. I think.
Yeah, that's
while,
true.
While this is going on, Zero is drinking a very dark brown to black liquid out of a mug. And after he takes a full swig, it says "World's Best Drinker" on it.
Now, if you guys recall, Zero had found a mug in the Beholder's weird pantry chambers.
Right.
And do they have to do something now?
When you show the mug to susceptible creatures, they must succeed on a wisdom saving throw of 15.
Everybody make wisdom saving throws, please.
Wait, is this just to believe what the mug says?
Just wait. Just wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going around. Quinn,
16.
Hoblet,
Not natural 20.
Hedric,
10.
Peridil,
4.
and Jarrell.
22.
Okay, so pretty much Peridil and Hedric, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Will perceive me to be the best, as described on the mug. On a failed save, you gain advantage on charisma checks with that creature while you show the mug, but only if they are the sort to be influenced by that title.
Now, is this like a permanent thing?
I can change this once every 24 hours.
Okay.
So it says world's best drinker.
Yes.
Yeah, so now that we've sort of revealed what this does, since there's not really anything spoiler on there anyway,
Yeah.
would you like to narrate or read to us? This is another thing from BJ Hypes. This is one of his deck of silly things. I just want to hear it because it's so fucking amazing.
The captain scoffs. You could never lead an army. At that moment, you pull out the mug of the boss, and the captain's mouth drops. They stutter to get the words out. World's best general? How can this be? The captain drops to a knee in front of you, shaking. Forgive me. I knew not to whom I spoke. You survey the army at your command and whisper, how the turntables. The mug of the boss appears simple and ceramic, carved with odd runes that read, World's Best Boss. However, once every 24 hours, you can change the word boss to a title of your choosing by chugging a full cup of liquid from the mug. When you show the mug to susceptible creatures, they must succeed on a wisdom saving throw of 15, or they will perceive you to actually be the best, as described on the mug. On a failed save, you gain advantage on charisma checks with that creature while you show the mug, but only if they are the sort to be influenced by that title.
That's amazing.
But even the best has their flaws.
Okay.
While the mug is in your possession, you feel compelled to sing every time you bathe. You spend too much time volunteering, and you are at disadvantage every time you try to operate a vehicle, especially if you are trying to avoid hitting pedestrians.
Well, he doesn't bathe.
No.
Is that like an Office reference?
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
It's fantastic.
And I like that they nailed it. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's not how the turntables turn. It's
Yeah,
just how the turntables.
Right. So, that's great. You now perceive Zero to be the world's best drinker.
Yeah, now that Peridil thinks about it, he's remembering all the many times that he's seen Zero drink something
And not have
it's
any-
it's been perfect.
Yeah.
It's the best he's ever seen.
Hedric is more than interested than hearing about all of
Yep.
those instances. And he drinks
Zero
them.
refills his mug from a decanter full of this black liquid. He continues to sip at his pace.
Like, how viscous is it?
5W30.
Okay.
So viscous.
Is there like a rainbowy sheen around the hole that you were in?
Yeah, it's just like, it's like a reflection.
A little bit of motor oil mustache.
just a little grease slick.
Yeah,
Wasn't she the lead singer for
Pencil thin
Jefferson Airplane?
mustache there.
This liquid actually casts the spell Grease, but only in an area defined within your mustache region.
A grease stash.
So the spell, like the Grease spell, is in effect just on your mustache. So
All
your
right.
mustache is difficult terrain.
Yes, the ladies agree.
No mas robosexual. Didn't you say that? Didn't you say that yourself? Weren't those your words?
Hoisted by my own petard.
This was probably one of the best montages so far. So thank you guys for that. For this,
Good shit.
This is some good catching up, right? It's been a long time since we've seen Hedric. I think we've done a great job. But inevitably, the morning comes. I want everyone to roll me very easy Constitution saves to see how hungover we all are in the morning, except for 0, obviously, because that's not your thing.
Yeah. Also, it was non-alcoholic motor oil.
Was that a
would
Constitution?
hope not.
Was that a
Save.
Constitution save?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get those bonuses if you got them. Anybody lower than an 11? You are all totally cool this morning.
Crystal cool.
Cool as a cucumba.
Kumba.
Cucumbre. Or a pickle.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
How is Quinn feeling this morning?
Oh, he's a
Because
pickle. He's
I
great.
don't know if I've ever had him be as sour as he's been in the last since we met.
Are you going to go check in with him?
No, he's good. No, I don't
Thanks,
care.
buddy.
I don't care like
So
that.
you're just asking for us to pan the camera to Quinn and see how he's doing this
right.
morning.
Basically,
Quinn.
I'm not his emotional support animal.
Quinn, the audience is now your emotional support animal. What do you got to say?
He is. So he gets up earlier than everybody else, and just kind of like finds a little corner to himself, and just like plucks at his lute a little bit. Just kind of like.
How early are we talking? Like, are you waking people up with this loop plucking?
It's not the kind where I'm like playing a song.
Okay, you're just.
It's more
noodling
like just
around.
kind of like depressive, like plucking.
Oh.
So it's just like bing,
Muted.
bing,
Yeah.
I could see the
tuning
bracketed subtitles with depressive.
If
plucking
people,
at
if
the
somebody
bottom of
ends
my
up like
Netflix here.
finding me or walking by me, I just kind of like buck up and I'm like, just tuning my lute. And then once they go by, back to the bung, bung.
One of the giants eventually walks by you and he's like, "Oh, I thought you guys left.
We did.
You're still here."
No, we're not.
What's happening?
It was all your dream, Fran.
Make me a deception check.
18.
4
Yeah.
on the die. So, yes. He's just like, he just kind of like looks like. See him look at his hands, right? To like make sure that like he's still got 2 hands. He starts like counting. And he starts like looking around the room and he's like.
I cast Mage Hand and just tap him on the back of the shoulder.
And he turns around. He starts freaking out. Like he's now questioning his entire existence.
Great.
And just so you see him kind of just stumble off, like mumbling to himself, like, "Man, I didn't sleep well last night at all. Did I drink too much? Like, where was I last night?"
Have a nice morning. Dun, dun.
So eventually, you guys all, the rest of you, wake up. And you probably should get the hell out of here, since Hedric literally looked at you guys before, was like, "Get me the fuck out of here."
Yeah, we're gone. We're
just
gone.
as a point of order, we're calling that a long rest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys slept a little
Great.
later than you intended to, though.
I mean, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
Dun.
What's wrong with Quinn? Something's up with Quinn.
Isn't something always up with Kwin?
Yeah, but like,
Something's up.
Something's up.
Stop.
Something's up with Kwin. Something's up with.
Oh Jesus.
So, what is your plan now? You again still need an air elemental, and need to get out of here before we end this episode. I kind of want to hear,
Kwin just kind of.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Kwin just kind of gives Hedric like a look, like don't fucking mess with me right now.
You see Quinn. He's here.
His eyebrow arches more than it's ever arched before.
What would you say the curvature is? I'm just kidding.
45-degree angle.
I'm a storyteller, not a mathematician. It's got that it's like the fucking gateway arch.
Yeah.
Fucking. All right, so yeah, he just kind of arches his eyebrow, and then perhaps we should go back to where we found the first air elemental.
You think they'll let us take the griffins?
I mean, that's where your horses are, and the rest of your crew, like the retainers and stuff.
Oh yeah, we did
Perhaps
leave them.
they have
didn't
also
we?
seen them.
They're like just camping out down there, waiting for you guys. It's been less
I
than
guess
24
we should
hours.
get them. Huh?
Yeah, it's only
It's been less than 24 hours.
We've got enough of a history of leaving people behind. Why add to it now?
Yeah. Why not add to it now?
Jarrell pays them.
Well, I'm talking more about leaving him again.
Bum, 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 bum.
By him, you mean Hedric.
He's too busy trying to come up with another rhyme over there.
No, I'm checking my spells. But I know I am not sticking around. Like I'm pretty much like hiding, waiting for you guys to make a move so I can just like sneak out with you.
Yeah. You guys make it out. Now, you have to hitch a ride, obviously, back down to the fortress. They do get another griffin for Hedric, and you guys make it back down without any issues.
Okay, cool.
So the
Oh,
plan...
I forgot the moon boots.
Yeah,
Let's go back for the moon boots.
Wait, we're not going back. Can we go back up?
we'll find out next time on the Hapless Heroes podcast.
Dick. About my moon boots.
You should have asked sooner.
We were busy getting drunk.
The whole sense of urgency around getting Hedric out when he asked for your help, and then all of a sudden that
We're
just
sleeping there.
completely
Sleeping there, we're
evaporated.
shopping. Let's get lunch. I
Behavior
heard there's a great
consistent
lunch
with the
spot.
sort of men who would leave him to die north of the wall.
Yeah, Hedric, we're gonna help you out, but first we're going to stick around.
Right. And that's where I like leaving this episode, because it's literally like I'm leaving you now back in transition down to the mountain fortress. Now I'm thinking about, oh wait, did we shop enough?
No, we didn't.
No, of
The
course.
answer is no.
I'm just really happy Fran's DMing because I feel like Dave would have had us like roll checks to see if my wife smelled me in the room while we walked in on us.
Sought him out by scent.
Well, she probably would have caught Hoblet first, but
Yeah.
then she would have noticed me.
Am I that kind to you?
Well,
I fully
we're on our way
expected
down
something to
now.
happen as soon as we decided to stay.
You have challenged him now.
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
I think my twist on it would have involved her thinking everyone sized the same as you, looks the same, and just grabbing the first member of the party she could get her hands on.
Her
Sweet
stubs.
mother of God.
So,
The Merkel muffler mother, right?
America's
America's mother. All right.
Because mother of God.
I just wanted to at least give you guys a reunion to, to like feel good
All right.
about everything, because now
Until next episode.
because now you either have to figure out if you want to protect Hedric and keep him around, or if he'll never come back ever again.
I mean, we do so
like a
well
bad
with the
penny.
stooge.
All I'm saying is there's plenty of room aboard the airship. So, guys, if you like us, you could find us on the internet We're on such places as Twitter and Instagram. We're at Hapless Heroes, where we have a subreddit /r/Hapless Heroes podcast. But the Twitter and subreddit will point you to our Discord server, which we are much more active on because social media is hard. And it's nicer just to have different kind of conversation with people that's not limited to characters, and that's also not just like, I don't know, I just like talking to y'all. And we have a lot of great people in there. We have a lot of great conversations. The most recent one we had was, is cereal soup?
My wife blew my mind. I'm taking it to the Discord, but my wife blew my mind with an argument. I'm taking it to the Discord. Catch it on there. It's going to be fire.
It's gonna be like 2 weeks after you do that.
Fire. Then you're going to go back and read it. Go back in the 50 plus messages you missed. It's in there.
What
is it?
I'll pin the start of the argument.
Do it, dude. It's on the Discord.
Tease it here. Tease it here.
Can't be teased.
All right.
I can be teased.
He's already teasing it.
Yeah. I'm teasing the thing.
But if you really, really, really like us, you could leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. We'd really appreciate it. It helps us get more visibility. We've had so many more new people coming into the show. Welcome. I love you all. Whenever you get here, if you ever get here someday, you're the best.
Hi.
And if you really like us, you can subscribe to our Patreon. It's just patreon.com/haplessheroes. We have some fun rewards. We have the contents of Hoblet's Notebook. We have a crap load of bloopers that I'm continuously finding, uploading, and stuff like that, and some behind-the-scenes audio, even just like some weird banter that I record before, in the middle, or after a show, because none of us can just stop talking about weird shit. And if it is your sort of thing, I mean, it's all on there, edited to your listening pleasure. And there's a bunch of other wacky stuff on there. Check it out. If it's worth your time and money, awesome. If not, I mean, we're gonna keep putting the show out for you regardless. So you're awesome. Thank you to all of our Patreon sponsors. Now you know who you are. You have shiny roles in our Discord servers. You are telling everyone how wonderfully supportive you are, and I love each and every one of you. You're the best. All of you. Smooches.
And if you really like us, right now you like us, Sally Field and the whole deal, get yourself a mannequin, some sort of waterproof MP3 player, waterproof headphones, bathing suit, fill that bad boy up with some sand, throw it to the bottom of a public swimming pool, and when they try to rescue it, assuming it's a drowning human of some sort, they'll discover, no, this is not a drowning human. This is just a mannequin with an extremely good taste in podcasts.
It was a gift.
As a former lifeguard, I hate that idea. But as a current member of the Hapless Heroes, I love it.
I'm just wondering if they would associate our podcast with someone jumping into a pool.
I really hope.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that would kind of be glossed
Point's
over.
moot.
Actually, that's good publicity too, so.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they were so enthralled with the episode they were listening to, they didn't even bother trying to swim to the surface.
Yeah, they forgot they were swimming.
Or breathing.
But I'm pretty sure once they actually dig the mannequin up, they're gonna probably
Quickly realize it's a fucking
not
mannequin.
an actual person.
Right. Since they're stiff as a board.
Or they have one of those weird water allergies where their skin turns to plastic when they fall in water.
Oh yeah, I hate those allergies.
They were probably walking and texting.
Yeah.
Walking and
those
texting
people.
turns your skin to plastic when you touch water.
Any hoozle.
Science.
I'm going to outro this lovely cast. You'll see him again next week. I got Mike playing Lord and Captain Kwin Southwind.
I am a really good bard. I swear.
Yeah, I believe you.
I'm a great bard.
I think so too.
That's a good song.
You're a bard.
Thanks, guys.
Anyways, James is Hoblet the Smasher.
This has been interesting.
It really has. Dave is Zero Valen's Avatar of War.
Good night.
Phil as Hedric the Spotlight Stealer Entertainer.
I wonder what Quinn's thinking.
Zach is Peridot Lincoln Woods.
Man, Zero can sure drink.
And John is Lord Jarrell the Light.
Until next time.
I'm Francesco. I've been your host and DM. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.